What's her name? Devin Sal and Kathy Ed. I'm going to tease them and say, turn up, I want
the island AT&T, and they were falling back and forth, they right into the top. Oh, my dad. They call my dad. I don't know what you're talking about. Right on the back. I'm not pleased with it. This is a nice light one. I'll take it.
You can exit midship or in the back. Luggage this side, no luggage this side. Thank you.
Okay. You get up.
Now in the town of Avalon here on Catalina Island. This is the vessel that brought us over here just moments ago, the Catalina Express from the Queen Mary in Long Beach. Ate breakfast on the Queen Mary this morning. And we're now standing on the Green Pier, waiting for the glass-bottom boat, tour boat, here in about 15 minutes. This is the old casino building over here. No longer a casino.
Over your head, your strap goes around your waist, equivalent to the D-ring, and cinch it tight till it's secure. There's not a whole lot to see here in Avalon Bay. It's deep sandy bottom, therefore folks can just hang out for a little bit. Once we get out to the viewing grounds, I'm going to rejoin you gentlemen. You folks will notice I have a couple of the curtains rolled out. Please leave those up. It allows circulation through the cabin here. Big nice day to join us, and I'll be back with you once we enter the viewing grounds out there. Thank you. You won't, but don't call them late for lunch because they're always punctual. You might be wondering what those fish are down there, so I'll name them for you. The green one's Bill, the blue one's Steve, the orange one's Sally. The all green fish with the two white dots in their back, their name is the opalite. They have real pretty blue eyes, also referred to as the butterback perch. And when I first pulled in here, you probably noticed the slender silverfish with the iridescent blue stripe. They look like neon tetras on steroids. Their name is the top smelter smelt. Smelter are big fish. They have one purpose in life. That purpose is to get eaten by a little shaped tail. That's how they got their name. If you folks look beyond the coastal fish, if you search amongst the algae down there, look between cracks and crevices, you'll probably see a couple members of the wrasse family, one of which would be the rock wrasse. They're slender, brown, they have a black stripe behind their pectoral fins. We're going to back on out, and we'll slowly creep on out of our first feeding area. We'll actually get a couple more chances to feed the fish. They're going to get fed once a half a mile away. We also might feed them back here as well. As we leave this feeding area, you gentlemen will notice that the majority of the fish stay put right here. The dumb ones follow us. They haven't quite figured out they only get fed in 2 select areas, so they continue tagging along with the boat, even though they don't receive more food from us. The powdered donut. That's the carapace for test of the sea urchin. Sea urchins are echinoderms, so they lose their spine. Alright gentlemen, in a couple minutes we'll be in another feeding area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the boat around. It's going to get really windy on the other side of the break wall, so I'm going to try to keep it in the lead here. I'll feed our fish up and I'll be back to join you very shortly. Fish congregated about the moonstone might look starving. Guess what? They get fed 30 times a day. 30 times a day, folks. They eat better than I do. Now, the moonstone here, we'll throw out soybean pellets and sardines. Our semi-submersibles throw out peas and corn. We also get snorkelers visit us. The snorkelers will dump yogurt and milk in the water. That way the fish receive all 4 food groups. Speaking of all 4 food groups, you might be wondering about which fish are over edible. I guess they're all edible depending on how hungry you are. You probably don't want to eat the opal-eye those, the all-green fish, the 2-eye dots. They'll eat cigarette butts and everything else. Not a wise choice. If you're half starved and you had eaten an opal-eye, I'll tell you the best way to cook them though. Get a 2x4. Nail the opal-eyes to the 2x4, put one up through his head, one up through his tail. Algae growing on top of a hard rocky substrate. You're not looking at a reef and you're not looking at coral. We do have species of saltwater corals. They tend to stay in a little bit deeper water. We have to hug the coastline for our trips. This is where all the rocks are. This is where the plants grow. This is where the fish congregate. In about a minute, you folks are going to start to see a little bit of giant bladderkill beneath the boat. It's a big round leafy seaweed with little pods and berries on it called pneumatocysts.
When I did, okay. A lot of times they'll get mad because I can't see them back there, so sometimes it's a little too loud for them back there as well. Okay, here we go, guys. Once again, I'd like to welcome you guys aboard. My name is Dave. I will be your driver and guide for the next couple hours here. Now, folks, I'm going to take you on a better half of a 20-mile round-trip journey up to the airport in Sky and back. We're going to make our way out of Avalon right now and head up into the hills. Speaking of Avalon, the city of Avalon covers about 1 square mile. That's of the 76 total square miles that we have here on the island. Just in front of us here in this brown building is our Justice Court building, Sheriff Station, also our county library. The court convenes on Fridays and Fridays only. We have a judge flown over from the mainland who handles all of our court hearings. Now, as we turn the corner here, if you guys look down the alleyway out to the right, you'll notice our high-speed pursuit golf carts that we got in the back. Kind of help chase down all of our criminals here on the island.
Well, you know, it was probably...
Talking about the Avalon side or the mainland side of the island. When I talk about the windward side, I'm actually talking about the outer Santa Barbara Passage side, or what we also like to say the Hawaii side of the island. That would be the back side.
We're now at the Catalina Airport in the Sky.
Plus our pigs are on the island are nocturnal, that means they're out at nighttime. The snakes, they're diurnal, that means they're out in the daytime, so we're pretty much stuck with both of them. That's about it. You guys know?
$30 an hour.
$30 an hour. Yeah? To rent a golf cart. He says you get your own private golf cart there at the end of Mount Ada. That pretty much pays for himself, doesn't it? 30 times 24. Seems to work out. Then again, I told my dad, I said, Dad, if you're going to pay $600 for a room, why would you want to leave? I don't know, it's up to you guys. 60% of the people that stay at the inn on Mount Ada rebook for the following year. Now coming up here to our left is going to be our Deacon or Westminster Chimes Tower. This was given to the city of Avalon as a gift in 1925 from Ada Wrigley.
My name's Chuck, and I'm going to be giving you this 50-minute tour of Avalon. Just to let you know a little bit about myself. I was born here on the island 50 years ago. This is my golden anniversary. I tell you that for two reasons. Number one, I go for cheap applause, which I didn't get. Oh, that's no! I'm going to work for it. No, I don't need it cheap. I'll just get it any way I can. But of course, the real reason I told you that, in case you have any questions, you can ask them. Even the people in the back, yell them up to the front, and I'm sure these people will be up here to. We get up to 10,000 people a day. I know because every one of them walks in front of my bus. Gives me some, hi Dan. Get one. So for that reason, we had to put up those fire breaks in hopes that it wouldn't happen again. There's our new mayor. No, that is the truth. I'm sorry, that is the truth. That is Bud Smith. He just won the election 2 weeks ago. He used to fly for American Airlines. I'm not kidding. That's our mayor. Wasn't that our mayor that just came by? Was that our mayor? Okay. My gosh, you people have no faith. Excuse me. That was the Cubs training field.
What I'm going for.
Oh, you went for the Cubs training field. Very good. Well, then you hit it. Thank you.
See my number 2, you guys.
Yeah, talk about a slice. My gosh. Well, that's okay. At least we had, anyway. Now, just to let you know, there was a young man who we haven't heard from. He came here for his very first golf. Okay, up there at the top, you see what looks like a little tower with the arches and the Catalina tile on top. Those are the Wrigley chimes. Those were donated by Mrs. Ada Wrigley to the town of Avalon back in 1925. They're Westminster. They ring every 15 minutes, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, goes to 8 o'clock at night. To the left of that is the Zangray Pueblo, the one that I mentioned to you. You may have noticed that from old pictures. Imagine a pier coming out twice as long as that green pier. That was the old steamer pier. On this side we had the SS Avalon, and the other side we had the SS Catalina. At about the age of 7, I used to dive for coins that the tourists would throw me. But notice how happy I am to tell about this story, because sometimes I would dive down 20 feet or more to find out that some of the tourists were throwing me slugs instead of coins. Now, I'm not a bitter person. Of the casino, and see the balcony there? As justice will prevail one of these days, while I'm giving the tour of the casino, those tourists that threw me slugs are going to be on the balcony of the casino with me. Just they and myself, and then we're going to find out how they like diving for coins. I'm only hoping they never show up on this bus, because we may all have to go together, but let's just hope they get up on that tour. Okay, we all sit down again. We will continue, and we're going back to... By the way, for those of you who've been holding your breath on this entire trip up here in the hills, we're now going down so you can start breathing again.
Here's the local KFC here on Catalina Island. I believe this is the only national fast food chain on all of Catalina Island. Well, we're starting to wrap up our time here on Santa Catalina Island in the beautiful town of Avalon. About 50 minutes before the boat leaves back for Long Beach. Pretty cloudy today, but other than that, very nice time here at Catalina today. I believe our boat is coming in. And it's about time we ended our visit here to beautiful Avalon, Santa Catalina Island. Well, have made it back to the mainland, are now back in Long Beach. As we look across the bay here, we can see downtown Long Beach, California. And then as we pan back around, it's the Queen Mary. And that's just back going to wrap up our Thursday here. So we'll say goodbye for this Thursday, April 23rd, 1998. Good evening, everyone.